More Cobra parts have arrived. Let's put them on. Welcome back to the channel. Time to do some more updates. Got some goodies in. First, let me show you what I've been doing for the most part of this day while I've been waiting on a shipment from Federal Express that just got here. Let me show you what we got. Okay, just a quick look. The Y-end intake is gone, and this is back on using brand new gaskets. Chances are, if you want to know the truth, since it had never been run, there was a possibility, depending on who you ask, I could have reused the gaskets, but whenever I pull something up, I always buy new gaskets. This uses the Velcro 1262 series for a 351 Windsor. The Edelbrock kit came with a set of gaskets for it, but I am a tried and true believer in Velcro, and I try to stick with what I know. The intake bolts are ARP connectors torqued to 18 foot-pounds to start off with in a specific pattern, and it says the torque specs call for 18 to 23 foot-pounds. I may up it up to 20 just to be safe, but I'm a little new with aluminum heads, so I'm starting off with the low spectrum first, and we'll go from there. That is concluded there. Of course, I've got this taped up to make sure debris does not get down in it while it is sitting. But the new intake, throttle body, and the fuel rails and fuel injectors are all set and bolted up to the block. Really like the way this looks. What I have acquired today is I've gotten in the crank, water pump, and alternator pulley, as well as the serpentine belt for the Cobra engine. What I'm going to be doing in this video is I'll unbox this, going to mount everything up, see how it looks. In the interim, I've also received one of Summit Racing's one-wire forward alternators. Of course, if you want to see how that's installed, watch one of my previous videos about how you have to clock the case to allow for mounting on a Ford engine. But let's get to it. Let's open this up and see what we got. This will be about the 4th or 5th time I've gotten a CVF Racing pulley kit. I'm really satisfied with the quality of materials that they use, the quality of the pulleys, and the fact of the matter is they are considerably less expensive than other vendors such as March and other type of pulley systems. They've actually given me a catalog this time, so that's good. I'm always in favor of that. Paperwork. This is an 8-rib serpentine belt for this particular car. Since it's so simple, it's just a simple one accessory thing, I'm going to be running a serpentine system on this. Okay. I may not need this because I ordered one with an aftermarket, for an aftermarket harmonic balancer. However, not all of the aftermarket harmonic balancers require a spacer. This is the spacer for that. May not be needing it, however. Yeah, this is a spacer for the harmonic balancer. Probably not going to need that. So I'll just set this aside. This is the alternator fan and pulley, which I'll have to mount all that up. This is the actual fan for the alternator, which will replace the stock one. Built aluminum piece, very nice. And this is the pulley for the alternator to replace the existing pulley. See, very good. Okay, this is the serpentine belt crank pulley for a Ford 4-bolt harmonic balancer. Comes with the bolts. Very nice quality. Very happy with that. Good deal. This is the water pump pulley. These CVS kits are very complete, come with the bolts and everything you need, spacers if you need them. Quite happy about this. Again, comes with the bolts and that beautiful? This will definitely work. Which leaves this right here, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be the alternator bracket. This is exactly what it is. Excellent. Let's get started and start mounting this stuff up, shall we? This spacer right here is what the other spacer is meant to replace if you've got a certain type of aftermarket balancer, but since this one comes like the stock unit, I'm not going to need that spacer. On everything looks good. Something I suddenly remembered on this is this bracket bolts up to a bolt here, and I'm going to have to pull this back off because you have to put the bracket on before you put Pulley on the room switch. Pull this back off to that side. Sometimes you run into this on Fords, the bottom bolt's too long. Let's see if I can find that bolt. Fortunately, I do have a stash of other bolts. As noted in one of my previous videos, in order to maintain some space for this particular wire, you do have to clock the back of this case 180 degrees. I've already done that. I also used my impact to remove this one here. About to put the other pulley on. Fit here to see if this is going to actually fit real good. Looks like it's going to line up perfectly. I need to put a spacer there. Yes. There we go. Since this bolt is back in, I'm going to tighten it up, and I'm going to put the pulley on and see if the bolt lines up properly. And as you can see, that lines up wonderfully. Now all I got to do is figure out this bolt here, and we're good to go.
There.
Of course, Murphy's Law is in effect. Anything dropped while working on a car rolls underneath something to the exact center. Alright, back to business. Okay, the problem that I've run into is since I'm using an aftermarket water pump, one of the bolts, the bolt that came with the kit was a little too long, while the other bolts that I have are a little bit too short. So what I've done is I've cut this bolt off to see if it would help. And it works like a charm. Now what's left to do is to tighten it up. Okay, so a quick rehashing of what we've gotten done today. The manifold, after a couple of tries, is secured, bolted on. Excuse me. Finding top dead center, which you can do multiple ways. Just research how to find top dead center. But Edelbrock recommends that the preliminary timing be set at 12 degrees prior to top dead center. So what I did is I found top dead center, looked down here and set it to 12 degrees prior to top dead center, and then located cylinder number 1 on the distributor, and it's just sitting in there. I've still got to get the distributor tie down, which is on its way. We also got our CVF pulley system, alternator mount, and 8-rib serpentine pulley system in place. Again, I had to clock this alternator, so this alternator connection would be outside. Again, if you want to look at one of my previous videos, the bolt is normally in this position, which interferes with forward blocks, so you have to do that. But it is all set, and we're getting more progress done. Again, I'm not trying to pimp any products or anything like that on here, but CVF Racing has been very, very good to me. I've put CVF pulley systems on my wife's F100, put them on my daughter's 1932 Ford. Those two were V-belt systems. This was my first foray into their Serpentine belt system, but since I was going with a real simple setup, I wanted a belt that would be able to stay secure even under high horsepower demands. Very happy with this particular system that I got. The EFI system is bolted up and ready to go. I've got more parts coming in. I've got several things on order. The coil for the ignition, I've got that on the way. A new thermostat housing and thermostat, block off for one of the hose inlets on the water pump that normally goes to a heater hose. I'm not running a heater on this car, so I've got a block off plug that's coming for one of those. As well as some other knickknacks as well on the way for the Cobra. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I've also done some sanding on the 32, getting some preliminary body work done, getting rid of the seams that are left over from the fiberglass molds. I'll have to do the same on the Cobra when it gets here, and of course we'll go through all that again. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the content. Please hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.